Good morning. Welcome to another Higher Grounds Podcast Morning Minute Meditation. We've been dealing with the subject of continuing and then continuing and finishing by the grace of God. One of the most quoted verses that the Apostle Paul penned is found in 2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse number 7. The Apostle Paul said, "I have fought a good fight," and we are in a fight. I've finished my course. I've got a course to run. I've got some things that God has called me to do. And then he said, I have kept the faith. I didn't waver on the truths and those things that were given me. So this entire chapter seems like Paul is focusing on us continuing and with finishing in mind. With that being said, we know that Paul goes on in this chapter to write about those that forsook him, those that had did him wrong, some that had been restored, and all those things. But Paul gives us some great truth in verse 17. Or let me back up to verse 16. At my first answer, no man stood with me. Paul said there's a time that nobody was standing with me, nobody was aiding me, picking me up, getting me going forward. He said, all men forsook me. I pray God that it may not be laid to their charge. Notwithstanding, the Lord stood with me and strengthened me, that by me the preaching might be fully known, and that all the Gentiles might hear, and I was delivered out of the mouth of the lion. I'm focused on notwithstanding the Lord stood with. I'm glad the Lord is standing with us. Here's what Paul said. Paul said that I continued on, not because of those who had come and gone, those that did me evil and those that did me good, because sometimes those change. He said, but there is one that always stands with me. Every one of us are in the fight today and serving God, because somebody else stayed in the fight when it would have been easier to give out. I'm going to give you this statement. The reason that you are continuing has to always be greater than the reason you're thinking about quitting. And we're continuing because we've been saved by the grace of God. Thank you. God bless.